Hi, welcome to another episode of Comics Review. I'm your host, Kevin Starkey. The first comic I'm going to talk about today is The Immortal, issue number 3. Subtitle is Demon in the Blood. And I think I might have talked about this one before. It takes place in Japan in the 1890 is when this issue says it takes place. And I don't know if I want to describe how I want to describe this. It's sort of a mystery with some supernatural elements in it, and it's about a guy who received a tattoo on his hand that sort of empowered him with this spirit, and he one of the benefits of this is his sort of superpower, almost, if you want to call it that, is immortality. And there are other people who have these tattoos who have different powers from him, and they don't necessarily have immortality like he has. They have other things. So the man who did this for him, he was about to die, and the guy who got this was about to die, and this tattooist saved him. He claimed that he wanted to live no matter what, and so the tattooist put this special tattoo on him that empowered him with this spirit. Kind of a weird premise, but it's pretty cool. It's almost, in this series, it's almost like he's a detective, and he's looking for these other people with these tattoos who are killing people, killing women, and he's got this sidekick who is the daughter of someone he knew in the past. He sort of adopted her when she was young, and he doesn't seem to age. He stays looking the same. So this girl now is older, and they're calling each other brother and sister, like she's the younger sister. And then when she gets older, they mention that she'll be calling him the younger brother. And she's met up with this character who has a tattoo, and it is someone that they've been looking for. She didn't know it at first. It's a neat series. I'm really enjoying it. It's I like the Japanese aspect of it. The supernatural stuff is very far-fetched, but it's kind of cool. It's a neat. I mean, you have to just accept the premise of it. Neat artwork. Yeah, nothing spectacular. It's decent. Passable, I guess. The writing's good. The story, it's interesting. You know, it's like a Jack the Ripper kind of thing. Taking place in Japan in the 1890s. It's cool. I'm enjoying the read a lot. Here's a shot where you can see, you know, one of the like spirits or whatever. If I'm gonna rate this series, I know I'm talking a lot about this one. It's taking a long time. I like it a lot. The writing is maybe a 4 out of 5. The art is 2.5 out of 5. The story is very good. 4 out of 5 definitely. So overall, maybe 3.5 out of 5 for this one. This is issue number 3. I'm not sure how long this series is gonna last, but I'm enjoying it. Definitely check it out. The next comic I want to talk about is The Cape. This is issue number 4 of 4 from IDW. This is the Joe Hill series, and I'm a big fan of the Lock and Key series that he does, and I really liked this series when I picked it up on issue number 1, and there might have even been at issue 0 maybe. Good series, neat artwork, cool writing. Here's a big shot in the middle. It's pretty cool. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. The artwork in here is very, very good. Really, a 5 out of 5 definitely. The story is about a guy who, as a kid, had this cape that enabled him to fly, and then there was an accident that occurred, He has a brother, he has a mother, and there's not really a father figure in this story. Um, I can't remember if the brother's older or younger. Then he has this accident, falls while flying with this cape that gives him the ability to fly. He falls and ends up in the hospital. His mother gets rid of the cape, tells him that she got rid of it, and meanwhile she didn't get rid of it. She kept it. He finds it as a sort of an adult, a young adult. He finds it, and he turns bad basically, and does bad things with his powers. And this is the wrap up of that series. And he doesn't get along with his brother. There's a feud going on there. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but I was unpleasantly surprised with the ending of this series. It went in a direction that I wasn't at all anticipating, which I like that. That's a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I like to be surprised, more so than most. I enjoy that. But in this instance, I I can't say that I like the ending at all. If you're reading this series and you enjoyed the ending, leave me a comment and let me know, you know, your thoughts on it. I'd really like to talk about that some with somebody who, you know, maybe likes it, has a different opinion about it, or if you also read it and didn't like the ending, leave a comment about that too. I'd like to know, you know, am I the only one, or is it sort of a consensus or whatever? So that's it for that one. Minus the ending, I would rate the series a 5 out of 5. With the ending in there that I don't like, I don't know. I guess as an ending, I would rate it a 1 out of 5. I didn't like the end, but minus the ending, it's a 5 out of 5. So take that, you know, however you want. The next comic is Pig. This is issue number 6 from Image Comics. And I don't know with the series how far they're going to go. I haven't seen anything about what the final series will be. I mean, what the final issue, issue will be. It says to be continued, so there's definitely another one in here. I don't know about this series. I wish it was more of a shorter. I wish this had been the last issue where they wrapped it up and gave you a nice ending or whatever. I don't know that I want to keep going with this. I don't know where it's going. I've explained that. I think I've talked about this series a couple times. It's a bunch of. It's basically a sleeper cell of like Russian Nazis or whatever, or communists who were in Cuba, trained in Cuba, and now they've been activated to carry out some stuff in the U.S. The artwork is mediocre, in my opinion. It's just not my cup of tea at all. It's very basic. I feel like I could do this artwork myself quite easily. The story is a good premise, but I don't feel like they've kept the reader really interested in what's going to happen next, where they're going. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing it. I wish there was more of a draw in this story, and that there was a definitive, ending that I know about. There probably is, and I just don't know. But I can't. Let me rate it a 2.5 out of 5 and just stop there with that. Any of these comics I'm talking about, if you are reading them and you have some opinions, please leave a comment because I really enjoy chatting about it. Then the last comic I'm going to review today, this is Six Guns. This is from Marvel. This is issue 5 of 5. And if you've watched some of my videos, you know that I don't collect much Marvel or DC. I'm more into the independent stuff. And this looked like a Western. It looked kind of cool to me, so I picked it up. And I have to say, I love it. It's a cool story. I like the artwork quite a lot. it's sort of a these guys. It's a big, complicated story. I don't want to get too into it, but a bunch of people get together who they have common interests in reaching a certain goal. Um, a lot of stuff's revealed in here. It takes place down in some made-up country that's sort of a South American or Central American type country. It looks like there's a feud going on between parts of the country, North and South or whatever, and it looks like each side has hired military to fight each other, and there's a big conspiracy, and the country's getting money from the government, blah blah blah, and it has a nice wrap up in here, and it looks, I enjoyed it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil too much. It's a nice short story. Cool artwork. I'd rate the artwork a good 3.5, 4 out of 5, and the writing is kind of, it's Marvel. It's kind of cheesy on, in my opinion, but I enjoyed it. The writing 3.5, 4 out of 5. A bit on the cheesy side, and the story's good, solid 3.5, 4. I guess overall I'd rate the whole series 3.5 out of 5. Definitely pick it up. I like the nice short stories. And I only got one other comic this week. It's Game of Thrones issue number 6. And I've talked about this one before. My wife reads the books. We haven't either one of us seen the TV series yet. It comes out next Tuesday on DVD, and we're planning to pick that up. And I've said in the past that this comic book series has confused me. There's a lot of names in there that I almost can't pronounce, and I can't remember them. And I was just really lost. And with this issue, I actually feel like I'm getting a better grasp of the story. And I like it. My wife is loving it, the comics. She said they follow along very good with the books. And, they leave a lot out, obviously. The artwork in here, I enjoyed it. It's really good, Sort of got that medieval, dragon-y kind of feel. And the names are still killing me. Different spellings, and it's crazy. But, I'm liking it better and better with each issue. So, once I watch the series, on DVD, I think I'm gonna really go back and read these and appreciate them more. I'm not gonna read the books. I just don't have time to do that. And I wasn't even gonna talk about this one. I was gonna talk about just 4 this week, but I mentioned that one briefly. So that's it for this week. Sorry, I'm sort of chaotic today. Please leave a comment here on YouTube or over on my blog at twodognight.net. Let me know what you're reading. Have you read any of the stuff I talked about? Please leave a comment. I'd really enjoy talking comics with you. And that's it for this week. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.